participants. Today's class is a common class for all, and that's why the title of the class has been selected as Education and Economic Development. So this class is for the students of education of all the semesters of undergraduate level. At the same time, this class will help all the students of postgraduate level, especially to the students of MPhil, PhD, BEd, etc. And the students of economics also will get help from this class, and other teachers and students will get information for having the concept of human resource development, because this is the prime concern of higher education of the country. We know it well that education is one of the vital weapons of human resource development. So friends, without understanding or having clear concept regarding human being, at the same time the nature of resource, we never can help our students develop their attributes so that they can become skilled man force or labor force. And that's why the basic discussion of the class is concerned with the subject education, and the other parts will be for all the stakeholders and participants who are to know about the process of developing human capabilities so that human individuals become the economic assets or human assets or human resources of the nation and the economic or knowledge market. Dignified participants, once we study, this is the basic idea, and from higher secondary level to the postgraduate level, these things are very important. And basically the students of education, they are well concerned about the origin of the term education. Still, once we see the origin of the term education, we see that this term has been derived from Latin verb educare. Sometimes it is said that the term has been derived from two Latin terms, one is e and duco. And sometimes it is said that the term has been derived from the Latin term educator. Still, coming to the Latin verb educare, let us discuss or explain the concept of education first. And we see that once we see the term educator, then we see that the term educator carries diverse meaning, such as to train. So friends, basically education is a process of imparting training to the participants, to the students, or to the pupils. It means to instruct, means education has linked with the process of instruction. So friends, forgetting about your own area of speciality or specialities, if you come back to know the basic concept, then we see that by the term educator, we mean about the process of imparting training so that we can help every human participant to develop their innate or inborn potentialities, as well as help them to become skilled manpower to take part in the process of social transformation, at the same time to take part in the process of economic uplift. The other meaning of the term is to instruct, means we have to impart instruction to the students in the classroom situation, and we depend on, means the teachers basically depend on the syllabus or the curriculum at the time of imparting instruction to the students or participants. In other areas, from the field of classroom teaching, if we go to playground, then we see that there are many instructors who are to impart instruction to the participants so that they can become expert in taking part in their own areas of interest. So friends, instruction has not only been linked with the process of education, means classroom teaching, it has linked with all the areas of our life, because with the help of the process of imparting instruction, we help the participants become skilled in their own areas so that they can take part successfully and achieve mission by earning. So to instruct means to impart instruction, then to put in means to give some knowledge, to use the transact information for becoming well expert in their own area, to lead out. It means a process of leading out towards definite goals or toward definite goal. So friends, education is a process of attaining goal. To develop, it's a process of developing human excellence. It's a process of developing human capabilities in totality, and to draw out means we know that human attributes or capabilities are inherited or genetic capabilities, and we are to transform the genetic potentialities according to the demand of the social life, and considering the demand of the knowledge market, looking so much well or scrutinizing the individual needs of the learners, needs of the participants. So friends, drawing out the internal potentialities as per the demand of the knowledge market is the prime concern of education. And it's a holistic concept. It's a concept which covers all the areas of human life. But what we basically do, particularly the students of education, they try to keep in mind all the definitions which have been forwarded by most of the famous educationists of the past of our society. So friends, education being one of the most important process of social development or social process, the prime concern or the main concern of education is to help you develop all the inborn or original potentialities so that you become successful in taking part in different fields which are available in the field of knowledge market. So friends, for becoming expert knowledge labor, we need education, and that's why forgetting or depending on the definitions or explanations of all those which have been forwarded or which are being forwarded by the educationists, we are to redefine the concept of education considering the present situation or situation of our life, present demand of our society, at the same time considering the dynamically transforming demand of the knowledge market. So friends, anyway, it's a process. Education is a process with the help of which we become much more expert in our own areas, in our own case. Your field may be the subject education itself, maybe the field of political science itself, maybe the field of logic and philosophy, or your field may be astrophysics or physics, maybe the field of chemistry, maybe the field of sports, maybe the field of social management, maybe the field of, you say, linguistic or literature, whatever may be your area of expertise or interest. By the help or with the help of education, we become able to get all necessary information concerning to the special subject area of our own interest, so that we become much more expert in own areas or own area to take part successfully in the process of, you see, economic development, in the process of transformation of human society, in the process of uplift of our life, in the process of uplift of our culture, at the same time in the process of total transformation of our civilization. Let us go to the next slide. Concept of education as a means of human resource development. And this has the speciality or special significance of this class. Because today you may think that human resource development is a concern for the students of or the research of economics only. This area has the specification or special importance for the people who are well linked with the process of economic planning. This area has special significance or importance for the people who are engaged in managing human excellence and power. This area has special importance or significance or only for those people who are in the field of politics. But friends, this is not like so. This area has become so much important for all of you because you are knowledge workers. Your definition means, particularly the definition of teacher has already been changed. And instead of teacher, now it has been said that you people are knowledge workers. And students are the human assets or human resources. So friends, coming to the change paradigm or change situation of higher education, our basic concern is to scrutinize the potentialities of the young learners so that we can help them instruction or we can help them education, get education, impart instruction, transact knowledge according to the change demand of knowledge market by understanding or having clear concept regarding the necessity or demand of the knowledge market of our own nation, at the same time the global social order or the economic order. So friends, the concern of human resource development is not only the concern of the teachers and students of the Department of Education, but it has become the basic concern for all the people who are playing different roles in the process of total social transformation, at the same time taking part in the process of development of human excellence in the field of knowledge market. Let us come back. Education is one of the most important social processes. So many processes are going on in the society. We know that our basic concern of life is existence, and the second concern is development of society where we people are living. And it helps to develop all human attributes, means capabilities for survival. We survive with the help of our capabilities, and capabilities are to be channelized according to the demand of the change situation of the knowledge market, and those people who become efficient for survival by facing the challenges in the social situation, they become successful. And the prime concern of education is to help people get all necessary knowledge, all necessary information, so that they can face challenges courageously and survive in the multidimensional, multifaceted social order as well as dynamically changing knowledge environment. For survival, we need aesthetic and material support. Only with aesthetic means only with moral or other aspects we cannot survive if we do not get material support. We need food, we need shelter, we need air, we need water. These are the material requirements of our life. And friends, only with the help of aesthetic capabilities or just by fulfilling the or satisfying the aesthetic needs, we never can exist. We can exist once we become successful in, managing the material things and matters which we need for our survival. Sustenance means survival requires product efficiencies. We have to be productive, otherwise being simply aesthetically sensitive from the point of view of understanding beauty of nature, we never can exist if we cannot, or if we fail to develop world productive efficiencies, man cannot survive only with the help of aesthetic sensitivity. Aesthetic sensitivity or emotional as well as mental potentialities are very much important for the survival or for helping society survive. But friends, the other parameter which has special importance is the material parameter or the material dimension. And that's why the concern of economics or the significance or importance of economics is there. And that's why simply once we have to define education, simply defining it from aesthetic parameter or mental and emotional parameter, we never can make it, you see, complete definition once we do not include in the subject area the economic parameter, means the parameter with the help of which we can manage our material things and matters for the sustenance of our life. Let us see the next slide, friends, because concept of, you see, this is one of the most important area. The specific areas linked with education. Once the question of material demand of life comes, these things are very much important. Education is here. Now things are getting, you see, dynamically things are changing. With education, skills are being linked. Skills means abilities, talents, expertise. Then with education, aptitude has relationship. With education, talent has relationship. With education means improvement, continual improvement of all the attributes, all the inborn capabilities to have linkage. So it's a holistic concept which signifies, which is being defined as the process of development of all the skills so as to, you see, become proper human assets to take part in the process of production so as to satisfy the material demand of life. It is a gift for the realization of life, and for the realization of life, the aesthetic aspect, sensitivity aspect has special importance, and that's why well ahead developing all the skills or the development of all the skills for supporting us, our life, for material sustenance, we have to help to develop the aesthetic attributes or capabilities. And then sport, talent. You do not know that as per the medical practitioners, in your brain, in the brain of a single human individual, the power of all the total population of the globe is there. You are so much powerful. If there are 750 crore or more than that population in all the nations of the globe, then if you totalize the capabilities of all the 750 people or persons, then the power which will be, that power is there in your brain. And talent has special importance. That is why education is to be, you see, education is to be aimed to help human individual to become so much talent to face life challenges. And it's a process of improvement because, friends, being one of the important social processes, the prime concern of education is to study the nature of society. And once we have to study the nature of society, we see that without, you see, scrutinizing or evaluating the demand of life, means our existence, we never can realize the specialities of social life. Friends, human society is being constituted or formed with human individual or existence of human life. So, life is sensing, demands are sensing, and that's why society is sensing, demands are sensing with the sense, pace of time, sense, speed of time. And that's why we have to renew, we have to review, we have to reconstitute, we have to you see, re-add with the existing stock of skills, gift, talent, aptitude, etc., etc. And that's why there is the need of continuous improvement of all the capabilities which we possess, so as to face the challenges of our life. And that's why education is a continuous process of development of all the human potentialities, so that human individuals become totally excellent and expert human resource, so as to face the challenges of life and to take part in the process of knowledge market as per the change demand of time and life. Let us come back to the next slide. See what it happens. Education and human resource. Human being and human resource. Once you go to, these are two terms which are very much important. The material conditions, that is the food, shelter, and clothes are the basic requirements of life. You see, during the time of the attack of COVID-19, simply for food, people are, you see, fighting and fighting. For the shelter of people, migration is there from the big cities. If you see or scrutinize the situation of India, you will see that from the big cities, people are started to migrate to their own place or the place of origin, means to the rural places, because they are feeling that their shelter is not so much protected today because of the changed situation of the country. And that's why shelter has special importance, and clothes is because we are, you see, we are following the course of civilization and we are civilized animals, and that's why for the sustenance of life we need food, shelter, and clothes are the basic requirements, and these are the basic requirements of life. For the satisfaction of all the material needs, which are the basic concern of economics, we need productive education. This aspect of education has emphasized on the economics of education or linking education with economics. So friends, in the area of economics, the importance of education is there. At the same time, economics has entered into the area of education. In the area of life science, education has domination. At the same time, the contents of life science, you say, have occupied specific place in the field of education too. Because education is such a holistic concept, total concept which has concern with human sustenance or survival, at the same time transformation of human society. Once the question of economics comes, then we see that economics has linked with all the productive capabilities or productive process, and that's why once the question of human resource comes to the field of education, certainly we must have to know the process of production, at the same time the role the human being or individuals play in the process of production. Once we study the process specialties of the process of production, we see that four factors do have special roles in the process of production: land, labor, capital, and organization. And amidst all the four factors, there is only one living factor, that is man. And that's why from the parameter of human resource, it has been said that there is nothing better than man. Man is the controlling agent of all the other three factors which are very much important or which do have important roles in the process of production. Now see, education and knowledge, these two areas are also linked. Education and economics means human resource, at the same time economics, like that education and knowledge. Why knowledge? This is the place of knowledge. Knowledge means it is one of the important aspects, thinking skills. Next aspect, communication skill. Then you see other aspects or areas are there, that is teamwork and leadership. Then you see lifelong learning, self-direction, then technology use, then ethics and professionalism, then personal management. So friends, the concept of knowledge is also a holistic concept, and it has linkage with the capabilities of thinking capabilities. Benjamin Bloom, perhaps you do remember, He is the recent American psychologist. In the workshop, Benjamin Bloom, in you means in the human personality, there are three most important parameters of behavior, which are being said as to be in the workshop Bloom domain or areas. Domains or areas of behavior means the cognitive domain with the help of which we acquire knowledge, we cognize the universe, we cognize realities of the universe or phenomena of the universe. Affective domain is the thinking and feeling domain. We can think and feel, and that's why we are a human being. And psychomotor domain is the application of cognition as well as thinking and feeling. On psychomotor domain specifically represents human scientific temperament, because science means the application of human knowledge for result. So friends, knowledge is a very broad concept and it includes thinking skills. Education being a social process of development of knowledge paradigm or knowledge area. Once we are to discuss from today's point of view, we must have to say that education is a process with the help of which thinking skills of the human participants or students or the human learners' thinking capabilities are well developed. Development of all the thinking skills is a process of education, is a concern of education. Development of the skill of communication is the prime concern of education. Means education is a process of development of communication skill. Education is a process of development of the skill for personnel management. It's a process of development of the ethics and helping people realize the basics of the spirit and concept of professionalism. And education is a process with the help of which we can understand the potentiality of teamwork, and at the same time we can understand the role of leadership in different situations. Friends, if we come back to this critical situation of human civilization, then basically we see that the question of leadership of the country, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi is there, and India is a country of more than 135.26 crore people. This is a huge country, and had there not been very strong leadership at this critical moment, you see, we could not have such a situation at this critical moment of the attack of COVID-19. Why I am speaking this thing this way is this, that if you see the situation of the United States of America or the United States or America, then you will see what is happening there. How things are turning there in Italy, you will see. How things are going on in Japan, you will understand. How things are going on in Spain, you will understand. So friends, teamwork and leadership, these two things or two words do have special meaning for achieving success or goals of any kind of activities in our life. So friends, education is a process of developing real teamwork spirit and real understanding. It gives real understanding of the capabilities of good leadership. Then technology use. This has special importance because without technology, had there not been technology, now in the field of education, two people are saying that in the chance situation because of the attack of COVID-19, so many days, more than 25 days, colleges and universities throughout the globe are remaining closed. And it has been emphasized by the UGC, by the government of Assam, means Higher Education Department and the Central Education, Higher Education Department, Ministry of HRD, that with the help of the use of technology, we have to keep contact with the students so that they can get the chance to learn so many things, necessary things at this, you see, distance or isolated situation. Then lifelong learning. Why? Life is not a stagnant journey. It's a continuous process. It changes, demands are changing as per the sense, demand of time. You see, and that's why we are to renew education. We are to renew knowledge. we have to review it, we have to add it with this existing stock. So addition, re-addition, omission, renewal, re-evaluation, these are most important you see, so that we can become capable human resource to cope with the challenges of the changing economic environment or knowledge economy. So friends, once we see education is a process of development of knowledge, then all these things are inclusive in the area of knowledge. You have to understand. Let us come back to the next one. See how education helps us in skill areas. How we become skilled human being. Because without becoming skilled resource, we never can become human resource. Skills do have special importance. What are the skills? Research skills. Why? Without research, nothing new can be brought to reality. Now, you have heard the term that in most of the countries, there is researches are going on so that you see, just to get relief from the attack of COVID-19, we can get medicine, proper medicine or vaccine. For finding of the vaccine to fight with COVID-19, in medical area, you see area of medical science, researches are continuing. So friends, without the help of research, nothing new can be brought out to the field of knowledge. And revision of knowledge is, you see, not important without the help of research. Re-addition is not possible. Re-evaluation is not possible. Then social skill. Society is changing with the changes or with the change of life demands. So friends, we have to develop social skill so that we can adjust to the changed social situation, environment. Thinking skill. You see, thinking big is one of the most important parameters. If you do not think big, you never can do big. So friends, thinking skill, how well you can think. You see, your activities or the result of your activities, excellence basically depends on your thinking skill. This is to be uplifted. Self-management skill is very much important. People are saying that now this is a stressful moment. Pandemic situation is going on. People are in panic condition. Perhaps you witnessed yesterday at the time of observing the news item. One student or one person from Delhi said that COVID we can fight with simply by taking 2 paracetamol tablet. He fought with COVID. So friends, self-management skills are very much important, because without understanding or having the capabilities of managing self, we never can manage our professional paradigm or professional status. And then communication skill is very much important. Once you are to go anywhere else, suppose you are going to have one flight ticket or air ticket, you are to talk to the person who is there. So communication skill is there. These are specialities. These are some of the skill areas with the help of which we can fight with all the changing demand of our life, and we can become skilled and forced to satisfy the demand of the science knowledge market. Let's come back to the next one. You see, what skills we require in educational fields? We require motivation. Now you are in lockdown situation, you are in comfort zone, but you are to be motivated so that you can help your students, so that the reputation of your institution remain or it goes up. If you are not motivated for your own work, it has been suggested that you are to help the students so that they get relief from their mental stress. And you can, with the help of technological means and mediums, you are to translate your ideas to the students so that they cannot spend their time without learning, means they can have the chance to learn, stay at distancing, but it depends on your motivation. It has been noticed that people are not so much well motivated for working nice manner, but if you go back to the field of medical science, you will see that they are fighting for the survival, for helping us survive in proper manner. So police, people or military forces, medical practitioners, ASA activists, all are in action because they have to save people, the life of people, and they are motivated. And we are in relaxed zone. Country cannot become so much prosperous once we cannot change our motivation, once we do not change our attitude. Then organization skill has special importance, because organization success of an institution or organization basically depends on organizational skills, and this can be acquired with the help of education, particularly skill education. And academic skill has special importance. How skilled your success depends on how well skilled you are. How much you know, that does not matter. The matter is how well you are skilled and how well you are motivated, how well you are responsible towards your organized behavior. Let us see the next slide. If we say we are not expert in computer, we cannot do classes with the help of different technological mediums and means. Some of you are speaking that how these classes will help those students who do not have Android mobile. But see, these are the women who are so much interested in using the technological devices which are there. And if you scrutinize the present situation, most of the transactions have been, made with the help of technological means and mediums to the shareholders or to the stakeholders or to the citizens. So friends, if they are motivated for using the available technological devices as per their capabilities, why we people who are working in the field of higher education do not become much more interested or motivated for the use of all the recent technological devices? That's a great question which is to be answered by you people. The skill we need, what kind of skill we need for becoming successful? Maybe in the field of management, maybe in the field of teaching, maybe in the field of economic activities, maybe in the field of other productive organization, maybe in the field of your family, maybe in the field of society, maybe in the field of culture. Wherever you are, these are the skills which do have special importance. Skills good leaders need. If you are to be a good leader, strategic thinking, this is a military term. This has been used in the sector of defense. And from the field of defense, the term has come to our general life. It has come to occupy different fields of our life. Strategic thinking. We are to think strategically at the time of attack, at the time of attacking after the very much unacceptable situation. After attacking the neighboring country, what did the Prime Minister did? You can remember, strategic thinking has special importance. At this critical moment also, strategically how we are strong. In our state, before a month, the condition of our health sector, but strategically, the government has been fighting and government has been, extending the facilities. As a result, we are in relaxed situation. Strategic thinking has special importance for becoming successful in all areas. Planning and delivery. Planning has importance. Without planning, nothing good can be achieved. And as per plan, we have to deliver, means we have to work. People management is very difficult because particularly in the field of higher education, suppose I am in the field of higher education, whatever I have to manage human behavior. And it is very much difficult to manage the behavior of the machine. To handle the machines are very much easy, but to manage the behavior of human individuals are so much. To manage the behaviors of individuals or human labor is very much difficult. So friends, it needs the knowledge of psychology, social psychology, individual psychology, adolescent psychology, cultural psychology, management psychology, etc. etc. Change management. We have to change the process of managing everything else as per the change of time. Communication everywhere, it is important. Without communication power, nothing good can be transacted or transmitted from one angle to the another angle. Once you take the mobile handset, staying here, you can talk to your friend who is there in the United States of America. And once you are to speak, you are to understand the language of your friend. If he speaks English, if you do not know, then you cannot communicate. So communication has special importance, and with the help of communication capabilities, we can keep linkage with all the people wherever they are, whatever they are. Then after, persuasion and influence has specific importance. We have to influence. Who can influence? Who has strong personality? Who has strong personality? Who has domination over all the areas? They become successful. So friends, for becoming successful in the area of education, in your own area, you have to learn all these things. And education is a process of helping us to increase the strategic thinking capabilities. It's a process of helping us being expertise in planning and delivery. It's a process of helping us in the process of helping us, develop the capabilities of management. It's a process of, process of development of understanding the sense demand of management. It's a process of development of the power of communication. It's a process of, helping to understand the importance and significance of the power of persuasion and influence. Let us see now what teachers are to do. What are to do? Skill areas to be tested. What we have to do? Listening. This is important. You have to listen to your students. Speaking. After listening, you have to speak them. Particularly in kindergarten level, in school level, this has happened. These are the basic skills which you require. So the officers of those who do have linkage with the process of management of primary education as well as secondary education, they have to put importance on all these things, because teachers are to be experts in listening to the students, speaking to the students. They have to be mindful towards the listening parameter of the learners. They have to be mindful towards the speaking parameters of the learner, reading capabilities of the learner, and then support well-being capabilities of the learner. Let us see the next one. So, the process and product aspect of education. Education has two aspects: from the parameter of education, from the parameter of economics. Once we treat education as a means of human resource development, then we see that it's a process aspect and product aspect. These are the two aspects. What it processes? It processes the inborn capabilities. And what is the product aspect? Once we become skilled for the utilization of the process, human excellence in productive process, it means the productive aspect of education. The process aspect of education basically emphasizes on the processing of all the natural, that is inborn capabilities as per the demand of life and time. Whereas the product aspect emphasizes on the application of all the capabilities for creativity and production. Economics of education emphasizes on the product aspect, on economic development is possible with the attributes of this area. So friends, without neglecting the product aspect, education cannot become successful, and this has the special importance, and the question of output and input has come to the field of education now, because we are getting high salary, and what we are giving to the nation is, to the society is one of the most important questions which is to be logically answered. Let us see the next thing. The process aspect of education aims at scrutinizing the qualities and developing those as per the individual and social demand. Survival of life has close link with the development of the entire qualities, linked with the emotional and aesthetic areas, and productivity. Developments of all the productive qualities are the prime concern of vocational aim of education. We heard the term vocational aim. So, the prime concern of vocational education is this, and this means vocational education basically emphasizes on the product aspect of education. On aesthetic education, it emphasizes on the process aspect of education. Let us see next. Vocational aim of education, what it is, because without understanding the vocational aim of education, we never can understand the economic demand or the concept of human resource. The term vocational, as Oxford Dictionary Thesaurus and the word Power Guide has explained, this is not my explanation, this is the explanation of the dictionary, is relating to or directed towards an occupation or employment. Thus, vocational aim of education is related to different occupations or vocations. The vocational aim of education emphasizes on the development of productive capabilities of the individuals. Thus, education for economic development, once we say, it means in a sense the development of the capabilities required for taking part in production. And that's why we have to be skilled in manpower. And once we become skilled in manpower, really we become human resource. Otherwise, no. There should be productivity. Productivity of every human individual. The question of input and output has special importance in economics of education. What you have received or what you are receiving and what you are giving. You see, this is important. And in general field of education, what is the output? The students get certificate. They get certificate, and their certificates are the licenses for different works. Let us see the next slide. Education for economic development, its meaning and nature. The term economic, as you know, means relating to economics. Economics, as Oxford Thesaurus Dictionary has given the meaning, explanation is the branch of knowledge concerned with the production, consumption and transfer of wealth. It is described as the oldest of arts, newest of sciences, indeed the queen of all social sciences. So friends, we have to understand the economics of education, economics of political science, economics of philosophy, economics of physics, economics of chemistry, economics of life sciences. Otherwise, your students will not be able to become productive human resources. And once they fail to develop their productive capabilities, they never can become real human resource for the benefit of their life, as well as to take part successfully in the process of knowledge market. Let us see the next slide. How education plays a role. Let us see. As a social being, man accomplishes different economic activities for his her own survival. Education is one of the most important social processes with the help of which man develops his her capabilities to take part in the process of socio-cultural transformation and play definite roles for the enhancement of civilization. Friends, civilization does not advance, you see, in a day. For the enhancement of civilization, we have to take part in the process of transformation, and we can take part in the process of transformation with the help of, you see, with the help of excellence of our human resource or our resources. Let us see the next slide. Education for economic development, what is to be done? Education for economic development very simply means development of human attributes as per the needs and demand of material conditions and interest of life. Without material interest, man cannot survive. Therefore, education for economic development generally emphasizes on the development of all those human attributes basically concerned with the production, consumption and transfer of wealth. These are very much important. Let us see the next one. So, education for, you see, economic development, it means again education develops capabilities of work. All qualities for different types of works are properly and in planned manner developed with the help of the process of education. Human attributes are transformed and accumulated so that man becomes able to perform different economic roles by applying their energy in the form of labor. Labor means money. What we do, how we earn? We sell labor. How we sell? We sell time. So friends, time is important. We do not value time. Means your time is being purchased. Once you are the professional research or any types of, you see, activist or any type of worker, it means that you have sold your time. Means you have sold your labor in the form of time. So time is labor, labor is money. Education helps to develop different necessary qualities which are quantified in the form of labor. Capabilities are used in material development, so a seed with planned manner for economic development. So friends, economic development is not so much easy without understanding the value of time, and that's why it is said that education is a process of helping students or helping the stakeholders to realize the potentiality of time, because we sell labor in the form of time. We count time. Without counting time, we never can count the success and failure of any type of organization or establishment. Let us see the next one. So, why the goals of education sense? Why sensing? Modern life has become very dynamic and challenging. To overcome all the challenges of life, the requirement of complex skills has been increasing. With the change of time and advancement of social life, concept of education has rapidly been changing. At the basic level, at the initial level of the class, I told you that education is a process, dynamic process, and it is bound to change with the change of time and with the change of life demands. As a result, the influence of economics in the field of education has more or less become very significant. And that's why the new terms, that is human resource development, knowledge market, these terms have occupied very significant place in the field of education, whatever may be the subject area. Education nowadays has been treated as the most important investment. Means it is one of the most important investments. For education, you have to pay money. For having admission, you have to pay huge amount. And it's a long-term investment, because for the education of the children, parents pay, parents have to pay for 20 or 22 long years. And if they do not become successful in taking part in the process of production, then total loss will be there, because no return will come back. As for example, suppose you take an example. If you purchase, 10 ducks or hens from market. After 3 months, they will become fit for laying eggs. The hen will start to lay eggs. Only for 3 months you have to wait. But paying the money will get the return. But for your children, means for our students, parents are paying for long time they have to pay. Suppose they will get education for 20 years. From class 1 to university level, they have to continue many years, and after that, when they will be unemployed, it is a huge loss of the particular family, of the society, of the nation, of the human globe. Let us see the last one. So friends, why goals of education sense? This has been it has become the most powerful means of human resource development because of the change socio-political, socio-economic, socio-cultural situations. The concept of education has undergone many changes. New concepts like educational finance, cost effectiveness, directions of development, human resource planning, human resource development, human resource distribution, etc. have come to the forefront in the field of education. These are very new concepts. In the same situation of market economy, in the same situation of knowledge market, these things are coming to the field of education, means to the field of every subject of undergraduate and postgraduate education. Let us see the next one. So friends, who are the goals of education sense? All these factors have definite role, means the factors which I have already mentioned, those factors do have definite roles in the process of determination of educational aims and objectives, keeping relationship with the process of economic development of life in society as well. As life is a very dynamic process, economic needs change with the sense of time, and education helps to develop human attributes as per the material demands for bringing all necessary changes and development of the economy of life in society. So friends, education is not a simple process. It's a holistic concept. It has relationship with all the parameters of human life and society. Means from the field of culture, from the field of economic, from the field of history, political science, everything else it has covered. And from all subject areas, education has collected, or education has opened its own areas so that education becomes a composite subject for the development of all human attributes, so that human individuals become proper resources to take part successfully in the process of economic transformation and transformation of society as a whole. So thank you so much for today. This is a very lengthy class in a sense, because the area is very much huge. At the time of defining education, you should better keep in mind about all the aspects, because with all the aspects and areas, education do have relationship. And by education, I do not like to mean about the subject education. I like to mean about the knowledge of all the subjects which are being taught to our students in the field of undergraduate level as well as in postgraduate level. So thank you so much. Have a good day and good preparation for your future economic life. Thank you.